Mi gente. For the past few days, I've had this word growing, developing inside of me, and I'm ready to bring this thing to birth. But in order for me to relay this message or this principle, it requires that I disrobe myself before you. Some of you may be aware that I am currently rehabilitating my knee, and that I had a shattered patella in my right knee. Now I'm rehabbing the left knee. But though this was caused by an injury to my right patella, what's happening in my body is a direct reflection of what is occurring in the inner man. Me. I'm a warrior. I'm a fighter. I've been fighting all my life. I've had to carry burdens that weren't meant for me. I've had to fight battles that weren't even my own. And I've had to pay the price for things that I didn't do. And in like manner, when I injured my right knee, I had to take on the additional strain by compensating with the left knee. The real injury for me is having to do it without a partner. And so because I cannot count on the other partner to carry the weight, I have to do it on my own. And then I want to prove that I don't need anybody. I want to prove that I can do it, that I am strong, that I am tough. But I am injuring myself. And what's worse still is that I'll continue to injure myself because I must continue to perform. The show must go on. I don't have that partner, so I have to continue to carry the weight. I have to continue to work under the strain and the stress, and to medicate myself in any way that I can to numb the pain. And then, worse still, when I do not get the acknowledgement of others, I feel that I'm not effective, that I'm doing something wrong, that I'm not good enough. During a boxing match, very, very few people will be impressed by someone who keeps taking hits to the dome and they're still on their feet. No, you're not going to be acknowledged for that. But what you can do is say, if I'm strong enough to keep taking hit after hit after hit, then I'm strong enough to return it with force until you go, boom, sleep, my nigga. And then you know what happens? Then the crowd gets up on their feet. But by this time, you don't even give a shit about their acknowledgement, because all you really needed, all you really wanted was to be relieved. Maybe I don't have that partner. Maybe my knee is still injured, and your knee could look like whatever it is to you. Maybe I still have to carry that burden. But you know what I can do? Is I can be chiseled by it. I can strengthen the knee that is working. Instead of adding additional strain to it, I can strengthen it. I can balance it. I can condition it. So that instead of this additional strain causing a burden for me, it is my gymnasium. What I love about the method is that I'm sort of a mechanical engineer, and I am always working on this vessel. When you take your car into the shop, after you describe the issues that you're having with your vehicle, the first thing that the mechanic, a good mechanic, will do is run a diagnostics. The issue that you're having with your vehicle may be a sound that it's making, a performance issue, or it may be simply a flat tire. But if you don't run the diagnostics, you won't know how to treat it. And sometimes that issue, it shows up on the outside, but you can't fix it until you get under the hood. Today, it's like my second week now of rehabilitation, and I heal very quickly because, like I said, I do not just treat the body. I always treat the inner man in just manner. And so as I was running, at first, I thought, this is pretty good. I could feel my right knee a little bit, which I haven't felt in a while, but I was relieving my left knee. But then what happened was that I started to feel the pain back in the left knee. And I stopped and I stretched a little bit and I thought about it and I continued to run. And, it's funny because the theme this week for my rehabilitation is balance. Sometimes you need to rotate those tires. I've been so used to carrying the burden with my left knee. I forgot that the right one has been broken because I disassociated myself from the injury. So now what I have to do is learn to balance, find the equilibrium so that both the broken knee and the injured knee can carry their own weight efficiently and work together to propel the system. Because now they can each handle their own weight. And the weight is something that they're designed to carry. I am not just a mechanic. I am a mechanical engineer. And I am confident enough in my work to put my seal of approval on it. And every one of my students, they are not just a student to me. They are an apprentice. Because I want to give you the tools to run a diagnostics and to take the steps to correct everything that isn't working so that you can be the best version of yourself. You can find your own fitness. And I got the keys. I am the body mechanic. I got it. Go get it. Accept it with love. Endure it with patience. Return it with force. This is the method.